just the real deal, you know?
Yeah.
So first of all, thank you. So exciting to meet you.
Yeah.
I mean, we've met like you called me probably let's say 2 weeks ago or something,
Yeah.
and we've been working together. I want to pick you up from the airport, all that stuff today. Can you just tell me your version of the story? How did this happen?
Um, well, we started with a conversation, and I just asked questions, and you were telling me your process and how you find the vehicles, how you process the vehicles, how you check them out, and I was just really impressed in our conversation that it was a good process and it made me feel comfortable, and so I thought this may be the reason to go. And I just had a bad experience, like everybody does, looking for used cars.
Yeah.
Yeah, guy, misrepresented, and I drove a considerable distance and time and effort and got there, and it was, the ugly duckling.
This was up in Michigan?
Yeah, yeah.
Wow, how far did you have to drive?
It was like probably a 3 hour drive
No
one way.
way.
And so, you get there, and it drove great, and the interior was great, but on a scale of 10, the exterior was like a 5, and it was, key marks and
No way.
bad wheel buffing and everything else.
So he totally misrepresented.
Oh yeah, yeah, and and then of course he wanted to after the fact, oh well, we can fix this, we can fix it, And I'm like, no, 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 no.
Was
You
it
don't get
a
a second
dealer?
chance to make a first impression.
Yeah. Was it a dealer or
Yeah,
an individual? It was a dealer?
It was a dealer, but yeah.
That's
And
crazy.
I was like, no, we're out of here,
Yeah.
So,
So how did you actually find me?
was searching marketplace, and I do regional searches around the country when I can't find what I'm looking for in my area. So I started like college towns and bigger cities and areas, and ran across an ad for one of the vehicles you had for sale, and got the SML sales connection. And so then I'm like, who is this? What is this? And went to your videos on YouTube, and then I'm like, I want to find out more, and so you and I started chatting and talking, and so here we are,
Very cool. So you
completing
came.
the deal, sealing
Yeah.
the deal.
So you came from Michigan, as I said, picked you up from the airport. Let me ask you. So one of the first things everybody knows, I stayed in a lot of videos. They need to put a deposit in place before a search gets going. So you being all the way in Michigan, me in Atlanta. When I brought up the deposit to you, did you feel any type of way? How did you compute that? What made it cool for you to move forward with that?
Well, I'm a businessman, and so I understand when you make a commitment to spend all your time searching and finding and going through the process, you don't want to be out in the wind and have your butt hanging in the wind either. And so to me, I understand good faith. I understand saying, you want a commitment from me, I need a commitment from you. And so that made sense to me that I didn't have any issue with that. And,
Awesome.
so, and then we did our communication, and that was one of the things that impresses me about you and how you run your business, is that it wasn't like, okay, I'll be in touch when I find something. It was like every day. It's like, it's morning, I'm touching base. It's evening, I'm touching base. We're talking, we're communicating. And even in the beginning, we were like a little bit of misunderstanding in terms of the parameters and things, but just good communication and talking and painting the picture. And I really appreciated your passion and your persistence, and
Thank you.
uh,
Yeah, communication is everything in business.
it is.
Like, is clear communication makes for good business. So I'm super happy that it worked out the way it did. As far as like once we found the car
Mhm.
and we went through the condition report and the listing and all of that, and we jumped on the car, made it happen. With all the videos I sent of the inspection and me driving the car, all of that, can you talk a little bit about the videos?
It was great. I thought it would be a couple, and I was getting my inbox was getting slammed, but it was great. It was great. I got to hear a little Johnny Road Rage down here as you were test driving it. But
They can't drive in Atlanta.
well, you can't drive anywhere. But But yeah, no, it was great because I was seeing, sort of real time, starting with the condition, the CR report, that we sort of went through, and again, you and I talked about your concerns and things like that, and our comfort level with bidding on it, and in my case, I never like to jump on something without prayer first, so I slept on it overnight, and what came up was a possibility of a deal breaker, but it wasn't related to the quality of the vehicle. It was just the way it was tricked out, if you will, the back seat. But then my wife brought up something, and what I thought was going to be a deal breaker became a deal maker.
Nice.
Which was the bench seat in the back because of the grandbaby.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, now they can sit side by side with the baby car seat in the middle.
Nice.
So after that, there was no reservations, and then we talked about the process on the bidding, and you were keeping me informed, and just prayed and waited and trusted. And I'll tell you what, it was pretty nice when you sent me the videos of getting it back here with your mechanic and going underneath, and just the confirmation that yeah, we did the right thing. This is the right one. Everything was clean
Nice.
and dry and no leaks, and just
Again, to me, it goes back to communication.
Yeah.
With the videos, I can show you in real time what's going on, what I see right when I get in the car. It's basically like you're there because as soon as that car arrives, I start recording. So it's not like I just believe in communication. That's it. So I use the videos for that. And I'm glad that you enjoyed watching them.
Oh,
And
yeah, that's
yeah, I know I kind of sent a lot of them.
Yeah.
But I wanted you to see every single part of it. Me driving the car, braking, real life traffic. I think I sent you. I waited to send you that video that I took at 4 something in the morning.
Oh yeah.
I waited till a reasonable time to send you that, but I try to put all the cars through like real life situations
Sure.
since I can live with them longer than most of the clients can. And that goes for anybody that goes to shop for a car. It's like basically they're driving a car for like 5 minutes and have to make a decision. They're not taking it through drive cycles and stuff like that. So the fact that I'm able to do it's a pleasure.
Yeah,
But-
no, it was good. It was just I felt like okay, we got a good handle on how any little quirks, any little things that came up, whatever, and even the PPF.
Oh yeah,
that
the
you-
paint protection film.
Yeah, that you mentioned, and it was like that. Once you showed it to me, it's like okay, I could see it, but it made total sense, and yeah.
Yeah.
But that's good, just so you don't have like surprise, or whatever. But yeah.
So is there anything that you could tell anybody that's watching this video and maybe on the fence calling me, they're thinking about it?
I would just say, you know, the level of communication and the comfort level with your integrity and the process that you told me what was going to happen. We communicated through the process. You did what you said you were going to do, and slam bam, thank you, ma'am, we got it done. That the end result was exactly like you said. It was going to take a couple weeks maybe, and there we got the vehicle.
Awesome. Scott, I want you to know sincerely, it is a total pleasure to have been able to work for you, partner up with you, your trust that you gave me, the confidence you put in me, all of that. I appreciate it so much, and it was a total pleasure. It's a blessing to my life to be able to meet people like you and do business with people like you. So sincerely, thank you so much.
Well, thank you. I appreciate it very much.
Awesome.